If you've been thinking about buying a home here in Central PA, maybe you're even actively searching for a home. Maybe you've been making offers and losing out because of a bidding war or multiple offer scenarios. It may be time to consider buying an off-market property. What do I mean by off-market property? I'm talking about homes that have owners who would consider selling their property, but they're not actively listed in the MLS. You won't find them as listed for sale in Zillow or on Redfin or Realtor.com or Homes.com and the likes. Now, how do you do that? And why would you want to do that? Let me answer question number 2 first. Why you would want to do that? You can potentially skip the competition. You won't have to be openly competing against other buyers because these properties that we have, that we find for our clients as off-market options, aren't actively listed. Other buyers don't know that these sellers, these homeowners, would consider selling their property, which means you won't have to be competing or bidding against other buyers. It also means that we won't feel the same rush or pressure if it is, in fact, the right home for you. We can create a situation and a transaction where all the parties involved are getting what they're looking for, and there's not this external pressure. Now, how do we do that? There are several ways that we do that for our clients, and I'm actually going to use an example of clients that we're working with right now. So I recently spoke with Todd and Amy. They had been working with another real estate agent for quite a while, in fact, a few years, to try and find a home for them to transition into as empty nesters. And they're just losing out on multiple offers, and there's just not a lot of inventory. In fact, since we talked 2-ish weeks ago and we started working together, there have been 2 properties that have hit the market that even fit the criteria they're looking for. And the reality is neither of those 2 are an ideal fit for them. So here are 2 ways that we help our clients identify off-market options. We have access to a proprietary software where we can filter based upon the criteria of the property that you, as our client, our private client, are looking for. And we can even use built-in artificial intelligence, AI, to identify which of these properties that fit this criteria also have current owners that are more likely to sell. And in fact, for Todd and Amy here, right before recording this for you, we identified 76 properties. Now, what do we do with this list of properties? We reach out to these homeowners and ask very simply if they would be open to considering an offer from you, our clients. Some will, some won't, but the reality is the ones that do say yes, we're getting exclusive access to those properties. That's one way we find off-market properties. Here's another great way. We do a lot of marketing. We get a lot of homeowners to raise their hand and express interest in either the value of their property or even for offers on their property. And we store that information. We keep a database of those people. And in fact, all of these little orange houses that you see on this map, these are all people in the last 9 months who have raised their hand and have been curious about the value of their property and expressed an interest in potentially selling. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but maybe later this month, later this season, whatever the case may be. And so what I can do for our private clients is, for example, I can pop in here. Maybe you're looking in Enola, Pennsylvania. Well, I can zoom in on Enola, PA, and we can see that these are the properties in Enola that are these off-market options. And we reach out to those homeowners and simply ask the question, would you be open to considering an offer? So if this is something that you would be interested in and exploring how we might help you, there's good news and bad news. The good news is you can get some more information and you can apply to be a private client below. The bad news is, as you can imagine and understand, that this work requires a lot of time and effort on our part, which means that we can only work with a handful of clients each and every month with this off-market identification process for those private clients, 2 or 3, generally speaking. To be considered for one of those, private client spots over the next 30 to 45 days, all you have to do is check out the information below, answer a few questions. We can schedule a time to chat and see if you'll be a good fit for us to work together and help you skip the line, let's say, and beat the other competition in the market, the other home buyers in the market, and maybe, just maybe, find your dream home. So check out the information below, answer a few questions. Feel free to reach out if you'd like to chat, and we'll hope to hear from you real soon.